President's Day 2022. I'm off work today. I work in the banking industry. So we're off today. Got some projects around the house I want to work on. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down there and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified once we continue to upload some files. So today, it's Finding Griffey. That's the name of this channel. That's who I wanted to find when I was 12 years old. I've got these. I've got a couple others, but I've got these two. I bought one at a card show, pulled one. I actually pulled this one, which seems to be the one in better shape. I think, I don't think it's a 10. I have not sent off any cards to be graded, but this one's a little bit off-centered. In still pretty good shape, but this was a long time ago. These were from 1989, and so they've been in good storage. I've taken good care of them. They were behind it's kind of the screw top things, but when I pulled them in 1989, I did not know the importance of keeping them in its superior shape. I was 12 years old. Beckett gave you two numbers. They gave you the $90 number, and they gave you the $110 number back in those days. It may have been a little bit less at that point, but as I watched it kind of climb early in the early 90s up to $110 for the Gem Mint. But like I said, they only had two grades. They just had a standard grade, and then they had the Gem Mint grade. So this is what we're trying to find. I've got a box here, baseball card exchange. I bought this. This was his certified, sealed, low series, unopened, and we're going to see what we can find. We're going to find us a Griffey, hopefully. So again, subscribe. Thank you for joining, and let's see what we can find here in this sealed pack here. So. I think I've told most folks I started collecting in the mid-'80s and collected up until early 90s. Then it kind of seemed like the types of cards, it was a lot of insert cards that they were trying to get you to buy just for the inserts, and that became the rage, and it's still the rage because that is that's what sells cards. But unfortunately, these were mass produced back in the 80s. It's called the junk wax era. I still love it. I love Griffey. I love those Hall of Famers. Randy Johnson's in here, Gary Sheffield, John Smoltz. There's some Bo Jackson. I love Nolan Ryan. Jim Abbott was someone that we wanted to find back in those days. I didn't know much about Edgar Martinez, but he's in here with his rookie. Greg Jeffries, a lot of us wanted to pull Greg Jeffries, and he was a solid player. I also had, I grew up in North Carolina, and Dale Murphy and the Atlanta Braves, even though they were terrible back in those days, I really love Dale Murphy, and he's in here, and I'm not sure if this was an early series that may have his reverse negative, but there was a reverse negative in here that has some value. So I love these cards. I love the packs. And we're going to see what we can find. And as my title says, we are trying to find Griffey. Chris Sabo, I liked him. He always wore those funky glasses. Ron Darling, I'm not going to go through. Ozzie Smith, I like Ozzie Smith. He's a Hall of Famer. And Wally Joyner, he was someone that we liked back in the day. Mike Jackson, Mariners, not who we're looking for. Tommy John, Deion James. I love the Braves. Deion James. I forgot about Deion James. He was a great outfielder, and I think he was a leadoff batter. He was fun to watch. All right, pack one in the books. No Griffey. Let's see what pack two has in store for us. Randy Myers on the back. Tim Berg, Don Mattingly. I love Don Mattingly. Walt Weiss, he played at North Carolina. I was a Walt Weiss fan. I'm going to hold him out because I think he was a good player, even though it's not worth that much. But I like Walt Weiss. Eddie Murray, he's good. Spike Owen, I remember watching Spike play some. Roberto Alomar, he was someone that we really wanted to try to find at times. He was, and then it became Sandy Alomar. They played together. That was always a good find. No Griffey in that stack either. All right, card pack number 3. Let's see what we have here. It's a fun Kirby Puckett on the back. I like Kirby Puckett. I love baseball, and I think Jerry Russ, Joel Skinner, Royster, Rafael Palmeiro. That's a fun card. That's his 3rd-year card. David Otto. We have the checklist. I don't know if they do checklist these days on the more current cards. And then there's a Kirby Puckett. I like Kirby Puckett, so we're going to slide him to the side too. So I like Kirby. He was a good player. Lost him way too early. I was Ozzie Smith. I played shortstop, so I always thought the Wizard was someone to look up to, and great shortstop. And Tom Glavine on the back, being a Braves fan, that's his 2nd-year card. Ozzie Virgil, he caught for the Braves. Again, I love the Braves. I could talk Braves all day long. Jerry Brown, Jay Buhner, Gary Templeton. He was fun to watch. Fred McGriff, he ended up with the Braves at some point in his career, and I had a memory with my buddies after American Legion Baseball going to Atlanta to watch the Braves play. I can't remember who they played, but McGriff hit a walk-off home run in the 10th, and we stopped at a hotel. We were probably 18 years old, and we had to have ESPN. Back in those days, not every hotel room had cable, so we actually checked out of a hotel room because they didn't have ESPN, and we wanted to see the highlights of Fred McGriff's walk-off home run that we witnessed live an hour before. Fantastic memory with my buddies from high school and American Legion Baseball. Cal Daniels, let's see here. We're going to find a Griffey. Steinbeck. Ken Caminiti, he was a fun player to watch. He changed dramatically, but a good 3rd baseman. Sid Bream, Braves win against the Pirates, and his slide into home plate was just a memory back in the 90s that I have of that playoff series win. Fantastic memory. No Griffey. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate this. I've gotten back into it. Like I said, the kids got me hooked again, got me looking back at my cards, and man, it's a fun hobby, and it's a hobby that even the kids can get their arms around. We're gonna have some videos. I've already shot some videos of them opening some cards. We've ordered some boxes and some packs of things, and I actually ordered I just wanted them to try out, I think it was 6 packs of NBA hoops, and we got a surprise for you on that one. It was a fun day. They don't know what they were pulling, and hearing them read off the names were was it Ryan Sandberg. I loved watching the Cubbies play too, but the kids couldn't pronounce half the names of the cards that they were pulling on those NBA cards. But Ryan Sandberg, great player. I was an infielder. He played second base. I would come home from school and the Cubs were always on because they didn't have that. They did not have lights, and Wrigley Field had no lights when I grew up watching, and so I'd watch them. They usually played in the afternoon, and then the Braves came on at usually 7:05. Doyle Alexander, Wally Joyner. That's another fun card. I liked Wally. He was a good player. And no Griffey. So what's the odds of getting a Griffey, someone asked. Yeah, I think it's probably like there's a 60% chance of getting a Griffey in this box. 67, maybe 70% chance. So we'll see. I think he's going to be in the box, but we'll see. There's a Sandy Alomar Jr. We talked about Roberto. I liked Sandy Jr. And that sticker, it is not. There we go. I think it's just vacuumed on there. I like Sandy Alomar. He was the catcher. His brother was the infielder, and it was a fun pull. Not worth much these days, but I like old Sandy Alomar. There's Deion James again, Lee Smith, Kevin Bass, Dwight Gooden. He had a career. He had some personal challenges, but he was a great pitcher. Dennis Martinez. Not his rookie. Those stickers. We'll find stickers all over the place today after this video, and then wrappers. Joel Youngblood. Let's see what we got. Rob Dibble. There's another Sabo. He does have his glasses on. You can't really see them. Otis Nixon. Funny story with Otis. He ended up playing with the Braves as well. Good player. Fast as lightning. American Legion Baseball in 1996. If that's going to tell you about how old I was. I was, 19 years old. And after my first year in college playing baseball, I went back and had a summer to play American Legion. Ended up in the state finals against a team down from the eastern part of the state. Let's see where it says he's from. He's from, it says Evergreen, North Carolina. We played a team out of Whiteville, and they were sponsored by Nixon. And so that's a memory that I have with Otis Nixon. And they beat us. I think they beat us in 5 games, 5 out of 7. We had a really good team. That was a fun team. Probably the best season of my life playing baseball. Fun. We won. We had good pitching, and the funny thing was we had pitchers that were like Greg Maddux. We had 3 pitchers. I'll name them: Mitch Radford, Josh Hutchins, and Billy Jones. We did have some harder throwers, but they were kind of our main rotation. And they didn't throw exceptionally hard, but they threw strikes, and they mixed it up with changeup and curveballs, and they just let us play defense. And boy, did we play defense. We had a fantastic team that year. Jose Bautista. Let's see. Pete Smith, another Braves. Mickey Telton, Ken Obertfell. He actually played for the Braves too. He played third base. Man, he looks old in that picture. And I don't know how many careers he played, but I guess he started in '85. I remember him playing third base for the Braves back in those years when they weren't very good, but I remember I'd write up the lineup every day, getting ready to watch them, and it obviously never changed, but Ken Obertfell was Chris Chambliss, some of those other guys, Jeff Blauser, Andres Thomas came along, went back in the 80s, Claudell Washington. It was, those were fine times. Before the internet, you just came home, ate dinner, and watched baseball. Tony Phillips, let's see, Jack Armstrong, Charlie Paleo, Willie McGee. He was another fantastic player. He was fast. He was really fast and fun to watch. Along with some of those players back for the Cardinals. Like I said, Ozzie Smith was also on that team for a long time. There's another Braves on the back. We're just like loving some Braves today. Maybe I just remember all their names, so that's a fun, great picture of Gerald Young. Look at that, reaching out over that. That's a great photo from whoever took that. I'm gonna keep that. That's Ed Olin. I don't remember him. John Moses, Bruce Fields, Willie Randolph. He was good. Atlee Hammer. Orlando Rooms, that's his rookie card. I don't think he amounted to too much, but Greg Matthews, Ken Gerhardt, Paul Ossenmacher, another Braves. He was a good, solid pitcher. I think he was, I don't know if he was a relief. I think he was a relief pitcher. He's got some wins. Looks like 15, average 15 wins, or 15 decisions. I guess that means he was probably a starting in Ron Gant. Man, he played all kinds of positions. He played third base. I forgot he played third base. I think that's where he started actually, and then ended up in the outfield. Great player. I like Ron Gant a lot. I think he did a lot for the community, if I recall. So, not really looked. I mean, we haven't really found who we're looking for. There's another Kirby. I like Kirby. I'm gonna hold him aside. Looking for some of the ones I listed off earlier. We're looking for, of course, the ultimate Vince Coleman. He was a great player for the Cardinals. He really had a really good team fast. He was, I think he led the league in stolen bases there for a while. He and Ricky Henderson were kind of always neck and neck, I believe. But yeah, we're looking for Griffey. You're looking for the Murphy card. See if there's a reverse negative. Gary Sheffield and Marv Biscell. It's John Smoltz. His rookie's in there. There's a Bo Jackson card in there. That's a good little card I like. Now, obviously Nolan Ryan. There's a Jim Abbott card that I think is really cool. Jim Abbott, he was someone that everyone wanted as well. Sean Dunston played shortstop for the Cubbies. And Mark Grace, first base for the Cubbies. Those are two good players for the Cubbies, even though they weren't very good. They were fun to watch because they had was Andre Dawson as well. He played outfield. That one's backwards, but for some reason we got a Mark McGuire. There's our first decent, decent find that has. We'll put these in sleeves just because I like collecting those. Jim Rice, I remember watching him going to my first baseball game ever was watching the Red Sox in Fenway Park against the Orioles, and Jim Rice. I remember I think he played outfield then. When I watched this was in night. There's Cecil Fielder. Look at him. That's a fun card watching Cecil. This one he's with the Blue Jays, and then he went to the Tigers later on in his career. No Griffey. Let's see if we can pull Griffey. These cards down in the middle are better. The ones on the top are a little bit swollen. There's a Murphy, not the reverse negative. As you can see, you can read the Braves left to right. Number 3, he was a great outfielder, great player, and I'm going to hold him aside because I do like him. So let's see if Dale Murphy's going to bring us some luck here with the Griffey. Andres Thomas. There's a George Brett. He's fun. I like, these Hall of Famers, I have to pull aside. I really like it. And I may have missed some of the Hall of Famers that I did not set aside, but these are the ones that I grew up really, really loving. Pete Smith, he was a pitcher for the Braves. That's an interesting photo there. That's sort of kind of like a profile picture. That's I guess they all kind of are, but that's just I like the contrast there. That's a fun little card. Let's see here. David West, good picture there. We haven't pulled as many rookie cards in here yet, so that's concerning. We're probably getting about halfway through this box. I'm just tossing these wrappers about it left and right, up and down. Dennis Lamp, Dennis Martinez is another one for him. Shane Mack. Dennis Eckersley, he was a good pitcher. That was back when they were, the Athletics were starting their rise to Rick Honeycutt, Benito Santiago, Rafael Palmeiro. I forgot he played for the Cubbies back in the day. Bobby Bonilla, Bobby and Barry Bonds, they were two fun players to watch as well. I think I collected Bobby Bonilla cards more than I did Barry back in the late 80s. Kind of went back through a lot of my 87 tops and pulled out a ton of Barry Bonds that I didn't pull out back then. I didn't sleeve them, but they were still in good shape. And gosh, I probably pulled 4 or 5 out of that box of 87 tops. They started really producing those tops cards back then. Don Mann, I love these little checklist cards. I love Don Mann. Ron Washington, I've watched him. He's coaching in the minors, and Bruce Sutter. I lost my train of thought there, but Ron Washington, he's coaching the minors. We live close to the Asheville Taurus, and Ron Washington. There's a Barry Bonds. That's 1989. That's a good little card in good shape. Let's set Barry aside. Whether you like him or not, he is a good player. Son of a gun, could hit a baseball a long ways. Kevin Mitchell, he was one of my favorite players too. He played third base. I played with Tony Gwynn. He was someone that I really liked to pull. I probably pulled more of him than I did Barry Bonds back in the day. Kevin Elster. Ray Knight. God, didn't he play for the Boston? No, Mets. The Mets. He played for the Mets. That's right. There's a Nolan Ryan. Look at that. I love this card. It's got a little corner issue there, but that was a fun little card there. Definitely one worth keeping and setting aside. I can't tell how good a shape it's in, but so we're starting to pull some of these. That's an interesting. I guess there's just so much white on that card. It just looks strange to me. The Kurt Stillwell card. All right, let's see what we can find here. We're just working our way through this this box. You know, the pandemic really got a lot of people back into the business, like myself. Will Clark, he had a great swing. Between him and Griffey, I'm not sure which one had just a more beautiful swing. He was fun to watch with Kevin Mitchell. They had kind of a good 3-4 punch. Willie Wilson. I don't even know who that is. That's Chris Carpenter. Oh, yeah, he was a rookie back then. So, yeah, and haven't pulled many rookies, so that's a little bit concerning. We get one every few packs. With the little rookie logo down at the bottom, the little star. Pulled a couple out, but some of the rookies that were in here didn't really amount to much. But the card we're after, he's a rookie, and he's got a star on the bottom of his, and it's King Griffey Jr., and it's card number 1. They knew that he was going to be a star, and they put him as the first card in the set. I do have a set that's downstairs. Has never been opened. I don't know. I'm just going to kind of keep it sealed. It's I had the opportunity. My mother worked for a convenience store owner. He owned a number of stores. She worked in the finance area, and she had contacts with the distributors, and obviously bought baseball cards at convenience stores. So she would buy boxes and sets for me for my birthday, probably at wholesale cost because of her connections there. Let's see, is this going to be the pack? Let's see what we've got here. I'm feeling there's Barry Larkin. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a good player. I like Barry. I love watching him. Darryl Strawberry. You look at that smile. Even though he played for the Mets and I love the Braves, I still love Darryl Strawberry. I'm feeling I'm feeling good here for some reason about what we're pulling here. It's we're getting down. I got about a third of the box left, but we're making our way through, and hopefully, what would be great if we had multiple Griffies that we pulled out of here. That would be fantastic. I've got some I've got some one-touch holders. George Bell, Bill Buckner. Who was he with? He'd already moved over to Kansas City after being with the Red Sox after that World Series boot against the Mets. Obviously, it happens. I played infield, and I booted plenty that people would say, God, how did you miss that? But you know what? It happens. It happens. You just try to limit those errors and hope it doesn't cost you the World Series. Greg Matthews, Barry Larkin. I like Barry Larkin. Harold Baines. He was always fun card to pull. I think he had an error card back in the day. Oil Can Boyd. I like how they just took the whole Dennis name out. I mean, he's Dennis Oil Can Boyd, but they just put Oil Can Boyd. That's I've always thought that was very interesting. Dwight Evans rounds out that pack. So, I would like to at least pull a Randy Johnson. I definitely feel good about this. We're gonna pull this at Griffey. I feel good that that's going to happen. There's a Greg Jeffries. He was a good player, and we'll set him aside. It's in good shape. It's his rookie card. Obviously, played for the Mets. He was a sought-after top prospect as well. So it looks like, I guess, I didn't know it then, but I guess maybe one rookie per pack at most. Maybe there's other rookies, but maybe that's the star rookies that the first, 30. What number is Greg Jeffries? He's number 9. So that's the first part of the set. Tom Glavine, this is what, second year card, Hall of Famer. Bobby Bonilla again, Doug Sisk, Brett Butler. He bunted all the time and was fantastic at it. I don't know why I remember that, but he was just a fantastic leadoff batter, I believe, and I know he bunted all the time. Like, that's what he was known for. I think the infield shifted even if it wasn't a bunting situation, because Bob Horner, look at that guy. He played for the Braves. I've got his autograph. He and Dale Murphy. Bob Horner, he was a power hitter, played first base. That size, look at those legs. Those things are huge. It's the size of my waist. Kevin Bass, Dan Quinn, Ray Knight again. The league checklist. Is that like the third or fourth Bobby Bonilla we pulled? Sid Bream, Kevin McReynolds. Well, folks, we're just ripping packs, trying to find Griff. I have a feeling we're gonna pull him, but there's a chance we won't. And I've got some other boxes. We're gonna throw these breaks in occasionally, since that's the name of the channel. Because I mean, he is just my Billy Ripken. He is known for his '89 Fleer debacle and a teammate playing a joke on him. And I've got one of those cards, and it became less valuable than the whiteout version of the obscenity that was written on his card. But he is the brother of Cal Ripken. Old Billy. There's another oil can Boyd. That. What do you call him? When you're on the team, and it's like, hey, Matt, hey, Wells, let's go, Wells, keep your eye on the ball, Wells. What do you say, Boyd, oil can? I don't know. It's a great name. He was a great pitcher. I'm not making fun of the name. I just think playing baseball, there was always nicknames, and Doug DeCenzo is our rookie in this one. There's a Ryan Sandberg. I like Ryan Sandberg. Ted Simmons, first base. He was... there's a lot of Braves in here. Look at that. There's Paul Ossenmacher as well. Ted Simmons. He reminds me of the catcher, played in the Major League Series. I can't think of the guy's name. Just that kind of had a gimpy leg because of age, and just being a catcher just wears your knees out. For some reason, that's who it reminds me of. All right, we're getting down to almost the bottom row here. And if we're going to pull one, we need to pull one soon. Not in that pack. Come on, Griffey. Come on, Griffey. Andres Thomas. We've seen a lot of these same guys. Darryl Strawberry again. That smile. It's a great smile. Darryl. No Griff. Looks like we got this one and 5 more packs. And let's just hope we got us a Griffey in here. And if we don't, we'll move on to the next video. Let's see. Bo Diaz. All right, that's down to pack 5. 5 to go. I bet those. Ruben Sierra, he was fine. Randy Bush, Mark Grace, Barry Bonds. Keep him out. Mickey Brantley, Luis De Los Santos. Not the rookie I was hoping for. Gerald Perry. All right, down to 4 more to go, guys. See what we can gonna have some bottom of the barrel magic happening here. We don't know. Let's hope so. Well, I'm feeling good about it. I just Ed Bullwine. I don't remember him to save my life. Fred McGriff again. Larry Sheets. Smart Grace. No Griffey. Let's see what the last 3 packs have in store for us. I'm starting to feel a little bit disappointed here in this box. I don't know what the odds are for sure, but you would think there would be a good chance of having a Griffey in one box. It's just when you buy a pack, is it the right pack? See, these are a little bit swollen. Mookie Wilson. Well, folks, I think there's a Kirk Gibson. That's not his All-Star World Series, but he has one where he's celebrating, and it's a fun celebration after the World Series that shows him again, kind of a gimped up leg coming back from an injury and hitting a walk-off home run. All right, folks, last pack. We're gonna have some last pack magic here. If we do, that would be fantastic. Tony Chance. Not the one we wanted. Well, folks, we did not find a Griffey in that whole entire box of cards, but we did find, some cards that we have here. I'll be careful not to hurt them because I'm going to add some of these to my personal collection just to show the kids who we were collecting back in the day. So they got us Walt Weiss, Don Mattingly, Ryan Sandberg, Ozzie Smith, Kirby Puckett. Is that Mark McGwire behind him? I can't tell. It looks like Mark McGwire. That sure is. Barry Bonds, Darryl Strawberry, Ryan Sandberg again, Tom Glavine. We got Darryl Strawberry with that great smile. Barry Larkin, that serious. He probably singled down, looks like probably between short and third. Barry Bonds checking the signs. Greg Jeffries, Barry Larkin again. Nolan Ryan, that may be my favorite card here. George Brett joking along with the first base coach, it looks like, or the umpire. Serious Dale Murphy. There's that Mark McGwire posed. Kirby Puckett. That is Mark McGwire because he was, number 25? Pretty sure he was number 25, and that looks like him. It looks like first base. Dwight Gooden and Sandy Alomar Jr. Well, folks, thanks so much for watching. Disappointed. Hate we didn't find us a Griffey, but stay tuned. We're going to do it again one of these days. Have a good day.